Alright guys, nothing but a win today. $300 payday, boys.
Alright guys, what's going on? I just figured I'd kind of take you along with me on a normal day. Basically it's almost 8 o'clock. Just dropped off my kid at school and went ahead and picked up some barrels. So I got 6 of them, so $90 once I sell them, and hopefully they're pretty much sold. The guy with the shooting range still is picking them up, so I just already got another load for him. He likes to wait. He's got a big trailer, so he waits until got quite a few. I'm still selling them in between. I'm not just waiting on anybody. Never hold anything for anybody. Because I've probably made 10 sales on these since, just waiting for them. So I always got some for them. But anyways, after this, I will head off to 2 other spots. One of them I just got. Surprisingly enough, I was selling some of these guys here, the block pallets, and they came and picked up 6 of them. I made a video about that even, and he asked me where I get them, and I told him, I just deal with different business suppliers, and a lot of times people ask that, and I never tell them exactly where, because then they go and try to fuck up your deal and all that. So don't ever tell specifically, just say I deal with business owners. But he worked for a place and called his boss and said that they have some pallets sitting out. They want to get rid of them because they're just in the way. So asked me if I wanted them. So I'm gonna go check that place out, and then I have another one that I've been collecting for a while, is where I get most of my 48 by 40s from. Those vary in quality, so I got them separated. Just rained last night, so not really looking forward to picking them up because they're going to be twice as heavy. As you can see, they're pretty wet. My normal customer or supplier has them under an awning, so hopefully those are still decently dry, but I'm not sure about the new place. So I'll let you know, or I'll show you what I'm doing. First I'm gonna unload these, and then we'll get to it. All right, barrels unloaded, off to the next one. So like I said, this is a new supplier I just got the other day basically, and come to find out it's only like 5 miles from my house, so that's fucking awesome. You can't beat when the shit's close to your house. So I mean, or wherever you're storing them, you don't necessarily have to store them at your house. You could rent a storage unit, or maybe someone that has some vacant land or something like that you could use. There's always options. So just saying, it's pretty awesome that it's so close. We'll see what they look like though. You never know, it could just be a pile of shit that's like rotten and broken, so we'll see. All right, so I just went by there and they're just packed. Their parking lot is very small, and yeah, so it's probably something I'm gonna have to go do like after hours or something, like after 5 when they're not there or something, because there's too much going on in that parking lot to even try. Like I'd have to haul them, quite far, and they're all wet and everything, so I'm not looking forward to doing that. So I'll just try back later. It's not that far from my house, so no big deal. I'll head off to my next supplier right now and show you guys that when I'm done. All right guys, so it's basically the same deal with my other supplier. They have a bunch of people coming and going all the time. One of the people that services their location or whatever, I think it's like the Xerox guy or something, is in the way, and I don't feel like hauling them around the truck, and it's only about a truckload anyway, so they still have room to stack them up. I'll come back later in the day or tomorrow, just depending on what happens. But I already got my first message of the day. They want to come pick up some here in about 10 minutes. So it works out perfect for me because it gives me something to do while I wait for these people to get out of the way, basically. So I'll show you once I get back to the yard what's going on there. All right, and we're back to the pallet yard. They just messaged about some 48 by 40s. They said they just wanted to look and see what I got. So, because I have different prices, I got 3, 4, 5. So, we'll see what they want. Go from there. All right, so they just left. The other stack I was showing you is over there. These are 48 by 40s too. They're just a little older. So it was basically, I'm just doing $3 on these, and then these are $5. I can't, there we go, 5. So they took some of the $5 ones because they're in better shape. But you never know. That's why I keep it kind of variety. They ended up getting 10, so a quick $50 for, you know, I think it's just a little after 9, so within the first hour of my day, basically, I'm already up $50. So I'll wait a little while and then head back to my main 48 by 40 supplier, and hopefully that damn Xerox guy is out of the way and I can load those up. Alrighty. Alright, so it's the next day because yeah, I went back and basically there was someone else in the way. It was like a bread truck or something, so I'm not hauling around that. It just ain't worth it, you know. You gotta save your back in this game. But I went and stopped by my barrel place and there was a couple more, so grab those up. I'll unload those and then go check my pallet spot. The fucking Xerox guy was there again, so I just had to park beside him and walk him around. It just sucks, but I don't really have time later in the day to mess with it, so, and he's always beating me there. So anyways, it's not that much, so I'll get to unloading them. And then also while I was loading them, I got a message, somebody wanting 110 pallets. That seems pretty specific, but whatever. I'm assuming it's for a company because he said he's going to talk to his boss. Apparently they're going to take them. Just waiting to see if they want them delivered or if they want them to come pick them up. So I'll let you know when I know. All right, let's get to unloading this shit. All right, so I got them unloaded. As I was unloading them, I got another message. I told them that I have $3, $4, and $6 ones for the 48 by 40s. I'll try to put a screenshot in here if I can. And they said most likely they're gonna get them, but they want to do a little shopping around, but they so far haven't found anything cheaper. So these are the ones I was talking about over here, like the stuff I just got done unloading, so they look pretty much brand new. I do have another stack over here that's been sitting a little longer, so they're a little darker, like, you know, they kind of gray out once they sit for a while. So I went ahead and said, you know, I have 110 of these, or, you know, more than that obviously, but so you can tell they're a little darker. But I told them I'd go ahead and do those for $5 each if
you know, they wanted to go that route. So just try to be flexible, you know, and the more they buy, I try to also give them a little discount depending on what they're wanting, you know. So all right guys, back at it again. That guy that I mentioned earlier, he wanted 110 of the 48 by 40s. It's for a company, so it may be a repeat customer, you never know. He said he needed 110, but he didn't have a trailer today. He just has his box truck, so we'll see what we can get in there. I mean, could get them all in there depending on the size of the box truck, so you never really know. I mean, it's kind of always a surprise when they show up, because sometimes they end up going with something totally different or spending way more or way less. You never really know, so it's always a guessing game. But hey, no matter what, I'm making money, so I'll come back on and show you guys what happens. I already came through, got 50 total of my $6 ones. I told him about the $5 ones, and he said he wants the best of the best, so that's what he got. Nothing better than turning trash into cash, making a quick 300 bucks off of 50 pallets. Chia! On to the next sale. All right, just cooling down after loading those up. It's like 95 degrees out or something right now, so I felt sorry for that guy because he was wearing pants. So anyways, I just wanted to remind you, if you like what you see, go ahead, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to know more about, or, you know, what you want to see more of. I'd really appreciate any of that. All right, guys. Thanks.